Hi, thank you for clicking on the video, and I hope everyone is doing really well. So today's video is another response to the lovely Freelee the Banana Girl. Her second channel, The Frugivore, has more response videos and videos where she's talking about diet and health and eating disorders and things like that in a very problematic sort of way. I just want to explain why I do these reaction videos periodically, primarily towards Freelee. It's because I have firsthand experience, not with her, but with her diet lifestyle. I followed it, had really bad results from it. I think it's important that there is someone, and I'm not the only one who does this, I'm not saying I'm the only one, someone who is outspoken about the dangers of her extreme version of veganism. Because she's such a big character and a big player and advocate for the vegan lifestyle or vegan diet, a lot of people are turned off by veganism because they're turned off by her. And I'm not here to try and bring people to veganism. I'm just trying to show that we're not all like her. We don't all agree with her. In fact, I lived what she preaches, and I do not agree with her. And I'm going to speak out in favor of health and wellness and recovery and doing what is best for your body. And I'm going to denounce very vocally and passionately people such as her who are also just as passionate and are spewing end-all be-all truths. So today's reaction video is Freelee reacts to Madelaine Petsch, What I Eat in a Day, Vegan with Calories and Macros. Oh, it's a long one. Crap, I thought this was a short one. Oh well.
Hey Free Woman, I'm Freelee, welcome back to the Frugivore channel. So today's video is a response to What I Eat in a Day as a vegan actor, Madelaine Petsch. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it, never heard of her, but she has a big YouTube channel, 5.91 million subscribers, and she just put up this video like yesterday, so it is ripe for the picking, and we are going to respond to that now. But before we get into it, don't forget to like this video or dislike the video. You can do that too if you're not happy with it, but just do something if you want to see more of them. Alright, let's get into it.
Hello. It's very pink in here. I just woke up and did my skincare routine. That's why there is another pimple dot on my chin that you can kind of...
Okay, so it looks like she has that stuff in her lips, and the reason I pointed out is it's not to try and put her down or anything like that. It's just to highlight the fact that you don't need to be doing this, okay? You know, she's setting an example for young women around the world because she is so well known, so a lot of young women are going to follow what she does. And I want you to feel good enough in yourself as yourself to not have to mutilate your body, basically, because I've been there, done that, all right? And I'm here to tell you, it doesn't make you happier. You know, it doesn't make you a better person or, you know, more...
We're here to discuss diet. Just because it didn't make her happy doesn't mean it doesn't make other people happy about them, like about themselves, to have this stuff done. If it does bring you happiness, why not? And it's not harming you or someone else. It's really a world I know nothing about, and I don't really care to know much about. It doesn't really interest me. Just because Freelee's experience was bad doesn't mean everyone's experience is bad. And that's also to say, just because my experience with Freelee's diet was bad doesn't mean it doesn't work for other people. I just speak out because she says it works for everybody. And it did not work for me.
By others, or, you know, others who actually matter, okay? People of substance, you know, you're going to attract a man or a woman of substance who doesn't care about the size of your lips, your hips, your tits, whatever, okay? So that's why I wrote My Naked Lunchbox, to expose all of this and to, you know, help you accept yourself as you are. We come in different, you know, unique looks. Some of us have skinny looks, skinny lips. Some of us have fat lips, whatever. It doesn't matter. You're an adult female human, okay? And as you are right now, if you're looking after yourself, following a healthy diet lifestyle, that's all you need to do, okay? You don't need to manipulate your body at all, you know, to be a complete human, okay? Because you're already that, and that's what I just wanted to say. And it's a shame to see her setting this example for young women around the world.
I did not see because I picked on that was skin colored.
And let me just say that I'm so happy that she is plant-based. She says vegan. I don't know whether she speaks about animals. Let me know in the comments below. Does she speak about animals? Is she really vegan or is she plant-based? You know, because if you're vegan, you speak about the animals.
I did not know that. I guess I don't talk about animals enough. I like animals. There. I said it.
Yay. We're going to talk about what I eat in a day. It's like something I'm very nervous about doing because at the end of the day, it's like this is just truly what works for me. I do go through phases of what I like to eat. This is just like what I'm eating right now. I have a plant-based diet. I've been plant-based my whole life.
She's been plant-based her whole life. Excellent. God, like, I wish I had those parents. I love you, Mum, but that's amazing.
Importantly, I like to start my day, like every other YouTuber on the planet, a huge glass of water.
Good.
Do people actually start their day with a giant glass of water? I can't do that. I don't like water. I drink water, but I don't like it.
All I want to do is get back in bed and make pancakes, but I really want to show you what I typically eat in a day. I think it's time to do it.
You can definitely have pancakes too. You can definitely have pancakes. I have them in a raw till 4 book. They're high carbohydrate, low fat. You can do that. It's not raw till 4, but it's still good, okay? It's definitely not as good as fruit. I always recommend fruit first thing in the morning, but, you know, she wants pancakes. Yeah, her lips definitely.
What I was gonna say. How do I become a morning person? Let's do some coffee.
She has the coffee.
What if I have stomach cravings in the day?
Okay, so you can see here that she has a deficient diet. And even though it's plant-based, it can still be deficient. Deficient namely in glucose, okay, and fructose. You know, fructose, especially if you're not having fruit in the morning, it's not going to work well for your body. It's not a good start, okay? You need that hydrating water, fiber, and the glucose, the fructose, the sucrose, which is all inside the fruit, is really going to give you that energy to start the day if you have enough.
And all of those things can be found in other foods other than fruit. Just saying.
She's going to the caffeine.
I hate that she automatically comes to the conclusion that a person is deficient in sugar. I didn't know sugar was a macronutrient, but people are deficient in sugar and that's why they drink coffee. She probably drinks coffee, yes, to wake herself up, to give herself some energy. Some of us drink coffee to do that. Yes, we would be dead without it. But some of us genuinely like the taste. It's something to look forward to in the morning.
She's like, all right, well, I just did a little bit of work on my computer and...
Did you see her? She's like, oh, you know, she got her hit. She got her drug hit. That's what it is. Let's not, you know, mince words here. That's exactly what it is. It is a psychoactive stimulant. Most of the world is addicted to it because they have a deficient diet, even plant-based, even vegan, yes, you know, but you have to, like, educate yourself on why you're having it. I haven't had coffee for over 15 years, and there's a very good reason for that.
And drink my coffee. We're going to make breakfast, and I have therapy after this, which I'm very excited for. I definitely have to make like an active effort to eat healthy fats because I don't
healthy fats
really incorporate it onto my diet, and I'm not going to
I see where this is gonna go. I also have to make a conscious effort to get fats in because if I don't, I won't eat them because I don't think to eat them because I was convinced by someone that fats weren't necessary. And I still have that on repeat in my brain to avoid fats. Like I have to be very conscious of my fat choices because I need to make sure I'm getting them in because I understand they are necessary. When I go a long time without getting fats in my diet, I can tell. I don't function the same. I'm lethargic and slow and I get brain fog and I can just tell. There's a lot of nutrients that I can definitely tell I'm low on because my body runs differently. Fats are important. It is necessary. Your body needs them. That's why they are a macronutrient. Macronutrient means it's necessary for the function of life.
This healthy fats propaganda. It's just being sold to us by the oil industry, by the nut butter industry, by so many industries. And yes, okay, they might be plant-based, but you do not have to worry about getting this bunch of good fat. That is a myth, or else I would be not existing at this point after nearly 14 years of not getting in this healthy fat quota, which, you know, a lot of people try and say that you need, like Abby, Not So Sharp, and people like that. It's just rubbish. It is absolutely rubbish, okay? She should be focusing on the
fat deficiency might not kill you, but that doesn't mean your body is running optimally. It's not a myth. Your body needs fat. Your body needs fat.
Hydrate first and foremost. It's very easy to get enough fats in your diet. People don't have to focus on that. So this is like whoever...
You don't have to focus on it if it comes naturally to you. If it doesn't come naturally to you, you need to focus on it. If Freelee truly believes that fats are not necessary, then why is she talking about people don't need to worry about it because they're going to get their fats in regardless of whether or not they focus on it? So they don't need to worry, which means if they don't get their necessary fats in, there's something to worry about. But according to her, fats are not important. See what I'm saying?
I made for avocado toast this morning, although I do love to eat that sometimes. So I'm going to have a spoonful of coconut oil with my breakfast.
It's kind of disgusting.
But it's what my nutritionist told me to do.
Oh, okay. So there you go. It's what my nutritionist told me to do. Anyone can be a nutritionist. Remember that. Anyone can call themselves a nutritionist. She's obviously listening to someone who is clueless. Absolutely clueless. You don't want to have a big spoonful of coconut oil. Honestly, it doesn't have any fiber. It doesn't have any carbohydrates.
Because it's a fat. Of course it doesn't have any fiber or carbohydrates. It's a fat source.
It doesn't have any protein, micronutrient. I'm sorry, it's just fat, okay? It has a macro of fat. It is 100% refined fat. And you know,
So if you are worried about getting enough fats in your diet, turning to something like coconut oil, that guarantees you're getting a significant amount of fats in.
coconuts, okay, we grow them here. I love coconut. But actually eating the coconut, when you refine it and you extract the oil, it's not a health food anymore, okay? It's something like, yeah, maybe rub it on your skin, but it's not something to be ingested. And sure, I might have oil here and there if I eat out or something like that, but
Why can't it be something to be ingested? It's just coconut oil, which it's just a plant.
intentionally, like a full like spoon of it, that is the worst advice. That's she doesn't have. I think she's taking this because she thinks it's going to help, like make her, keep her skin beautiful or something like that. It's just a myth. It is an absolute myth. Okay, so please don't start your day with a big spoonful of oil. You need the carbs. It has no minerals, Doing
some instant oatmeal. This one has no added sugar. A banana, frozen blueberries.
no added sugar. Just get the added sugar. Seriously, don't be going down this low sugar route. At least she had a banana there and she got some blueberries, but it's still a very small amount of fruit. And this is also going to make you want to have caffeine, get a jolt, get some energy, get some face slapping, because that's what it does. It basically slaps you around during the day, caffeine. That's what it does. It doesn't give you real energy, but you're going to that.
Oh no. Oh no. Coffee, caffeine, it gives you real energy if you just let it seep into your bloodstream. If I could just walk around with an IV of pure caffeine being pumped into my veins all day long, I would. But I don't like needles, and I guess that would be unhealthy.
The caffeine for energy. Your brain is like, I don't have enough glucose, fructose, just give me some energy. Okay, so just keep that in mind.
Almond milk. I truly just love oatmeal so much. I think it's so delicious. Anyway, people made oatmeal before.
Madelaine, try some ice cream. I recommend ice cream in the morning instead of the oats. I mean, oats are great as well. They can be a quite a big source of glyphosate, so you got to be careful with that.
Ice cream in the morning? Oh, that sounds... I'm getting shivers. Oh my gosh. Chills. I mean, it is cold today. Sometimes you just want a warm bowl of oats in the morning. I've been doing overnight oats because they get really thick and they're almost like pudding and they're so yummy. Oh my gosh. But it's starting to get really cold out, and so I think I'm going to have to switch to regular oats in the morning because I'm going to be so cold. I'm already so cold. And ice cream in the morning? Oh, that sounds horrible. Ice cream is for nighttime when you can get all cuddled up in bed with warm blankets and a good movie, and then you have your ice cream sundae, and that is where cold ice cream should be consumed. And it should not be nice cream. It should be ice cream.
It's always better to have fresh, I've got so many nice creams in this book, so many recipes, smoothie bowls as well. There are things that are going to treat your body better, give you better energy first thing in the morning than, this dry packet food, okay, that can last for years and years and years. Fresh. We need to be eating fresh. Yummy.
Sometimes I start my day with celery juice.
I love her hair color, but I don't think it's her natural color. Let me know in the comments below. Maybe it is. But by the way, I haven't dyed my hair. I haven't dyed my hair for about 3 years now, and it's grown so much. It has grown so much. It's fine hair because that's just my natural hair. It's just fine. But it has grown a lot. Crazy. Dyeing it is not good.
I did that a lot in LA, and I just haven't.
Yes, dyeing your hair is not good, but it's fun. And it makes some people happy, like myself.
Do it here yet? I'm sure I'll do an update of what I eat in a day once I've really gotten into my routine here. I've been here for like a month. I just enjoy kind of the ritualistic aspect of it. I'm actually going to make my salad for later right now.
I mean, obviously, celery juice is going to be better than having caffeine. It's always going to be better, but the thing is,
celery juice is like green water. It's an acquired taste. Celery juice is like a better alternative to coffee. They're not equivalent.
Any calories in that celery juice, so it's not going to give you that energy, that you actually need, and that's why people go to caffeine instead. I mean, even that much oil is not good for your bloodstream, and it affects your sugar metabolism. So you end up having blood sugar issues because you've got this fat lining your bloodstream, and it's preventing the sugar from leaving.
It wasn't even that much oil. And are we gonna talk about probably the fat content in that processed fake meat product?
Bloodstream and entering the cell, causing insulin issues. So it's best if you don't add oil at all. And I know that these sort of patties, these plant-based patties, they have oil already, so you can just put them in the fry pan and not worry.
And then they'll stick and rip apart, and that's no good.
So to start off, I'm obsessed with Lucinato kale.
It is my favorite kind of kale.
It's also referred to as dinosaur kale. Brand new, fresh kale. It's super crispy. 1 bunch of Lucinato kale.
It just said on the screen, seriously, who gets excited about kale? I agree. I don't like it. It's too fibrous. It's tough. Try to eat it raw, and then you'll have some idea of whether we're meant to eat it at all. It's just I'm not into it. So
drizzle it. And chicken burgers, the plant-based burgers are actually done. This looks
absolutely disgusting. First thing in the morning.
I will enjoy it. We're just going to cut these up.
She said it looks absolutely disgusting first thing in the morning, but she's going to enjoy it later on. I don't know. It looks pretty good, but it's not something that I would recommend eating very often. And for lunch, I'd keep it for dinner, and I'd probably have it once a week maximum because these highly processed plant-based burgers, yes, of course, it's better than eating animals. Like, I can't emphasize this enough, but when it comes to health and meeting your nutritional requirements, it doesn't do a good job, okay? Because most of them are high in fat and high in protein.
Oh no, high in protein. What will we ever do? Your body needs it. I like to say protein is like the building block of your body. Carbs are kind of like your energy source, and then fats are kind of like your brain power, and also your body's hormone production centers run off of fat as well. So again, it's kind of important to get fats in your diet.
More of a carb-based one, then yes, that's great, but I'm not sure. I don't think this one is. Let's get going.
I'm excited about salads. I'm going to bring that with me to work later and not for the worst part of the day.
I'm confused. Was that the second mouthful of coconut oil? I don't know. I think she was saying that's the only one she has. I hope so. She's having 2. Girlfriend, this is going to really affect your blood sugar levels. It's going to be sludging up your blood. It slows your digestion when you're having this excess fat. There's no benefit to having coconut oil like this. There's just none, okay?
It's actually delicious. It's just that texture is missing.
I mean, I like the taste as well, kind of, but it's slimy and exactly. It's not for the frugivore to be having that isolated fat like that. Okay?
So good thing humans aren't frugivores.
It's meant to come in a whole food. Eat the whole food. Eat the coconut. Okay, very supportive of that.
I'll see you when lunchtime happens.
One outfit change and workout later. How long ago?
It's been a day, and it's 11:30 a.m. I had therapy this morning. I had a bit of an emotional morning. That's okay. I went to the gym. Smoothie. I do typically order my smoothie every day. I know it's lazy. I have a scoop for some reason today. I don't know why. So I have my usual, which is blueberry thrill with clean vegan protein. The blueberry thrill is just blueberries. I do no date, almond butter, some kind of protein. I choose clean vegan protein and almond milk, I think.
Okay, so she just gave us a big hint about how she thinks and her nutrition, her stance on, feeling her body. She said she has no dates.
Maybe she doesn't like dates. Not everyone does. And I can understand why. Dates are a little weird. I was a little bit hesitant to try them, but then I tried them, and now, I love them very much, but they're expensive, so I don't get them that often. And if I do, I will eat all of them. And of course, Freelee would say, well, why is that a bad thing? Because I can't afford to eat them all in one sitting, okay? If I'm going to spend $6 on 12 dates, best believe they better be lasting me a week.
She omits the dates from her smoothie. This is completely pointless. Wrong. Don't do it. If you're going to have almond butter instead and protein powder and, having blueberries because they're low sugar, she's obviously got some sugar issue. The nutritionist has been in her ear. Honestly, Madelaine, don't listen to these clueless people. They're everywhere. I know. But go with the whole foods. Go with the high carbohydrate. Learn about your body and how it actually runs and how it's meant to be fueled. And then
I don't know. The smoothie sounded pretty balanced to me. It had a protein source, it had a carb source, and it had a fat source, which is good for after a workout, which she just did. So it sounds like she's got a pretty good grasp of how the body works, unlike Freelee.
Come to fruit. You will come back to dates and you'll be like, yes, I can eat the dates. Of course you can, because they're going to give you the energy that
Maybe she doesn't like them.
you need. So then you can get off the coffee and then you can feel vibrant during the day. But you can see that she's increasing. She's having too much.
Even on my high carb days when I eat more carbs, I still drink coffee because I like it.
Fat, and she's having, the protein that's unnecessary, and the excess protein powder and stuff, and she's avoiding the high carb foods. Not a recipe.
Because fueling your body for recovery after a workout is unnecessary. Basically what she said when she said you don't need the protein powder.
Or, a drug-free, happy, vibrant, life.
I don't believe in calorie counting. If anything, look at calories, make sure I'm getting enough. Listening to your body is so important. I try not to be too hard on myself.
I think that's great. That is awesome that she said, not calorie counting, but to get enough. And that's exactly what I teach and exactly what I do myself, just to make sure to get enough, because that is so important, especially as vegans, eating plant-based. If you want to stay on plants, if you're going to be under-eating, like I did this TikTok review of this girl on TikTok, and she was under-eating drastically, and she's having 5 cups of coffee per day. And I've seen many ethical vegans, go back to eating animals who've been starving themselves. Okay, so don't put yourself in that position. Fuel yourself correctly, so then the animals don't have to suffer, in the future, because you haven't nourished yourself correctly. And sorry about the square that's coming around my face, but I'm filming it on my iPad, so yes, that is a good point to make, right?
Thank you. Wow, look at this free.
I love that she's actually an animal lover. She doesn't eat animals. She's just not one of those people who are hypocritical and they pretend to love animals, but they also eat animals as well. So just kudos to her for actually being a congruent, person who is keeping the standards high and obviously compassionate towards animals.
This is fantastic.
So I think I'm going to need another Becky for the road. It's a moment in time.
This is fantastic.
So I think I'm going to gonna need another Becky for the road. It's a moment in time where I wish I could just ask the universe, do I want a hot coffee or a cold coffee? If I had my way, I wouldn't drink Starbucks. There are drive-thrus in Vancouver, and that makes my life so much easier. I don't know, I guess.
You guys will see what I got.
Hi, is it possible for me to just get a 60-ounce cold brew, please? Okay, it's much later. We're gonna ignore this giant pimple dot on my chin. I'm about to eat myself.
Okay, so she had another coffee. Okay, so that's her second coffee for the day. Look, this is not going to work out good long term. It's not going to be good for her sleep. It's not going to be good for anxiety. You know, she said she's going to therapy. It's not going to help your mental state if you're going to be having these drugs, these psychoactive stimulants. It's in the name, right? Psychoactive, psychologically active, like stimulants. You know, it's causing problems for people. You know, it's not given enough attention. There are so many lies.
It's true. Caffeine can affect your sleep. That's why I don't have 8 cups anymore. I know that that's not healthy. Okay, like, I think most people do know that that's unhealthy.
They're by the coffee industry, okay? Like, oh, coffee's fine. Look at all these studies. It's like, it's coffee-funded, you know, studies. This stuff should...
1 cup of coffee a day, which is, I feel what most people, 1 to 2 cups of coffee a day is not the end of the world. And I think that's maybe the average that people have. Maybe 3 max. Like I said, I used to have 8+ a day, and it really messed me up. So I understand the benefits of cutting back.
Taken by humans.
Valid, so I figured we'd hang out for a second. It smells delicious. This is literally just what I needed.
Okay, so you can see that's something else with her lunch. It was just like the chicken burger and kale, I believe. I didn't think there's any rice, any quinoa, or anything like any carbohydrates, any fuel, any life. Madelaine, where are the carbs? Sis, come on, this is not going to work for you long term.
Maybe she wants to eat light throughout the day when she's at work. To eat something heavy and like weigh you down, you're not gonna want to go back to work after eating rice or really high carb, grainy foods. You just kind of want to take a nap after that. But this way, at least she's fueling her body. It's light so she can get right back to work. It's easy, it's quick. There's a lot of factors that go into food choices.
And you need the carbohydrates in there. So, you know, that is obviously not a good sign at all. And that's why she needs coffee, and that's why, you know, she's just going to end up binging out at some point on carbs.
Well, while we're here, I did also bring myself a little booch. I love kombucha. I probably drink about 1 a day.
Okay, so she's trying to get, her brain is trying to get some sugar through the kombucha.
Time for me to make a very quick dinner. It's way too late. I'm going to make a very classic Madelaine dinner. It's not even that crazy. Just some colors. Come here. I love this dinner so much.
Okay.
So tasty. It's fairly healthy. It makes me feel like I'm eating a treat. It's basically like my version of vegan mac and cheese with protein pasta.
Protein pasta! No, why does she have to go there? See, this is obvious that she's all about the low carb, the high protein. This is not
It's pasta. What are you talking about?
work out for her.
Really? I like protein pasta because it makes me feel better about my pasta addiction. This is the Modern Table Spirals.
Ooh, good choice. I love that brand. Good brand.
Okay, it's all right. Pasta is okay. All right, it is highly protein.
So I guess I eat protein pasta by default because I can't have standard pasta because of the wheat and the gluten. So I end up with like lentil pasta. Chickpea pasta, that's another good one. I couldn't think of the other one. I was like, lentil. So yeah, it's going to naturally be higher in protein because it's a protein plant source that has been turned into pasta. No one is saying pasta is bad. In fact, this is promoting pasta, saying, yeah, it's okay to eat pasta. Look, I found this variety of pasta that I enjoy. What is Freely on about? Just because they're not sitting down and eating standard pasta. In fact, I'm pretty sure protein pasta is way more beneficial than standard pasta. Because standard pasta is just flour.
And I would recommend having potatoes, whole foods, rice before it, but it's still okay, all right? It's not going to make you fat. It's not going to make you sick, okay? It's full of carbohydrates. So get it in. This is not going to be as healthy when it's higher in protein. Okay, she needs carbs. She needs more carbs at this stage.
This isn't going to be healthy because of the protein. I want to scream.
Red lentil flour, white rice, and pea protein. The white rice is interesting. The white rice.
The dog was just like drowning her out. That was quite funny. Okay, white rice. At least got some white rice in there. Good.
I'll manage to bring it up. I love bell peppers so much that I will just eat them raw. Pot, pan, heat.
Okay, I mean, it's great. A bell pepper is a fruit. I eat them raw all the time. But it makes me feel like she's got like a lot in the fridge or something, she said. But this is a big like low carb thing as well. To be munching on capsicums or peppers, bell peppers, like they call them in America, because it's, you know, lower carb.
Why can't people just like what they like? Why is that so wrong to Freely? She has to find some sort of way to poke at what people like and be like, it's because you're low carb. It's because you're afraid of carbs. No, it might just be because we like things. It's not our brain saying we're low on carbs. It's not that. It's just we like what we like.
Lower sugar fruit. So you will see people who have this like higher protein, low carb, restriction mindset going for the bell peppers. You see them putting the cream cheese on it, the keto dieters, cream cheese on the bell peppers. Look, don't eat them for that reason. Eat them because they're healthy and put a whole ton of like high carb.
I think I eat about half a bottle. It's kind of a lot, whatever. I measure my half full of bullets. Half full is usually what I like to go with.
Not half empty.
And that's ready to go in the hot water when it's boiled. Cutting board, another pan for the sauce.
No.
I'm going to put some wash. I use about half a bottle of the sauce, which would be 250 milliliters. Pasta's officially in. Pasta sauce. We're going to add some more ingredients. Now for the front part, broccoli. This much broccoli. I'm going to cut all of the stems off and then just break it apart. Not too small, but...
Then the speed proceeded to eat an entire bell pepper.
Good. Don't replace.
I have about 10 bell peppers in my fridge.
Sweet fruit. Where's the sweet fruit?
Yesterday, I cut...
We haven't seen a lot of sweet fruit, really. We have seen a little bit with the smoothie, but not a lot, okay? And that's why she's going to the coffee, and she's restricting the carbohydrates, restricting the sweet fruit.
I believe the word restriction requires intent to restrict. Maybe this is just how she happened to eat on this particular day that she filmed, and has nothing to do with restricting sweet carbs or sweet fruit. Maybe this is just how she happened to eat that day. It's not that I restrict fruit. It's just that I forget about it. Still getting carbs in. Don't worry. But it's just not from fruit.
So if I imagine I'll only have that for dessert.
Good. That's a little bit more, but it's still not a lot, because Madelaine has hardly any calories, but it's still better. Good.
Alright, it's all done. Look how delicious. Oh my god. It's just really
It is a small serve. I would like 3 of those at least.
hot right now. This is probably like my 4th of these waters. I'm going to fill it up right now. I don't know how this combination really tastes like straight up mac and cheese. My anxiety gets worse the more I see the camera battery flash.
Okay, so she just said she has anxiety, and it gets worse when the camera battery flashes. But there you go, and she's having caffeine. Sister, you have to get off the caffeine. You can't be having at least 2 cups a day. That's, I mean, at all. If you have anxiety issues, which it can be caused by the actual caffeine, then you need to get off it immediately.
A few hours later, she went for the cantaloupe.
Okay, so we're just going to leave it there. All right, it's great to see her now eating cantaloupe.
So what did we learn today? Protein is unhealthy. It's okay to eat pasta, but it has to be semolina wheat pasta, apparently. Because any other type of pasta, you are restricting carbs on purpose. So that concludes this reaction video. I feel like I repeat myself a lot with these Freelee videos because, well, she repeats herself a lot in her own videos, and she just says the same things over and over, which then requires me to say the same things over and over again. All the macronutrients are important. That's why they're macronutrients. Your body needs them. That includes fat. That includes protein. That includes carbs. And I apologize if you could hear my stomach through this entire video. It's still making noises. I'm hungry. I should go eat. I'm gonna go eat. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not enjoy it, give it a thumbs down. That is cool too. I don't mind. If you are not subscribed already, please consider subscribing and be sure to hit the notification bell to be notified of all future uploads. And a big thank you to everyone who is subscribed. I really do appreciate it, so thank you so much. If you have any comments, questions, video suggestions, anything at all, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. Be sure to go follow me over on Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye!